Hello, everybody. Midday stream because I have a snow day today and no work. Yahoo! Yippee! Oh shit. You know what? I forgot today was the update. Guys. How long is it gonna take? Wait. Unless... Okay, it's booting up. I don't have to update it yet. Probably later tonight. Whoa! Hold on just a second. I don't think my desktop audio is on. There we go. I swear to God, if it like... Okay. I just want to make sure. Oh. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time this has happened, right? Nice, nice. Is my model working? Yes, she is. Flynn's is back up. It's like we just wished for him. Oh, Varka. I don't think I'm gonna get him, to be honest. Like, I didn't build up any pity. I barely wish. Cloud Glow Season? Oh, the Wonderland stuff. Varka. Oh, so just survey stuff. Okay. Never mind. So, I planned to, you know, do these quests, but I don't think I'm able... Okay. Oh. Last night, it told me I couldn't do this until I completed other quests. So, whatever. Look at all these quests I have to do. God. I hate the chasm. I feel like you guys have heard me say that a lot. Yeah, I wanna get some progress done on the world quest because there is a lot. At least like one or two, you know? So I'm gonna go to Yilong Wharf. Where's that? You could thank my sister for discovering all these places. Otherwise, I would have had to walk. Though I don't understand it in the least, I still think it's amazing. Just watching her stand there singing or sing while walking around, or sing while sitting and then sing while she lifts her hand and slowly lets it fall, all the while ceaselessly singing. I really don't know just what kind of magical powers the old lady has. Babbling, chanting, singing, and reciting. Reciting and crying. I haven't got a clue what she's saying, but it's amazing. Little Mao, can you understand? That's just how opera singing is. And weren't there fight scenes later? There was that old dude who could do 88 flips and tricks. Riveting stuff. Yeah, it's great. It's just a shame that I don't understand a thing. a whole bunch of people fighting and jumping all over the place, all super flashy and such. One-on-one, several all fighting each other, 5 or 6 taking turns is just almost addictive. Hello, we're looking for a technician from Fontaine. Chief Luo, and Grandpa Lu said, what name did they give us again? Oatmoon Tanyi. Yep, that sounds like Grandpa Lu sent you all right. Just call me... Oh, Hot Montague? Hot Montagny. Wait, how did they pronounce it? Sorry. French names. It goes right over my head. I'm a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. I call her Hot. I'm the young lady of the Feiyun Commerce Guild. I am but one who comes to the aid of the oppressed in their... Okay. Alright, that's quite enough acting. Are you alright, traveler? Yep, our young lady is... Wait, that's not right. She's Traveler, and Paimon's Paimon. Anyway, it was Grandpa Lu who sent us looking for you. Miss Traveler, Miss Paimon, hello. I'm Little Mao, a friend of mountains. Yes, that's what my name means. Hot. I tried in my mind. Hot can be a little hard to pronounce, so I asked Little Mao to just call me that. Okay, mountain. Really? Quite the interesting pair. How did you two meet? It was quite fortuitous. Fortuitous. Last year I went to the mountains in the south for a spell and got lost in the fog. A huge beast the size of a Cal Etienne Louis was glaring at me, and I thought I was done for. But just then, a little kid suddenly shouted at me. I followed the sound through the mist and got out and was saved. Otherwise, I would have been eaten, just like that, and my family in Fontaine wouldn't have even been able to claim compensation on my account. I know more about what goes on in the mountains than the grown-ups. Is that so? You're amazing, Little Mao. We heard about the tea cauldron. Mountain, Grandpa Lu and Chief Luo are looking for you. Alright, I got it. I'll be there in a jiffy. All the shows here are just too good. I ended up watching several, one right after the other, and then my legs have fallen asleep. But I just can't understand a word. What sorts of stories are they telling? It's about how way back when, a huge carp and a monster from the mountains fought. A you kill me, I kill you story. In the end, everyone dies! That's a pretty concise summary, but don't talk about killing and dying so much, Little Mao. If you think about that kind of stuff too often, you might become the villain when you grow up. Since those in Xiaoying village are... Wait. Yeah. Right? No. It'd be Q. How did they pronounce it? Whatever. Are waiting on me. It's time to go. See you all later. Let's go watch the shows here again when you're about to head back to Fontaine. Sorry, I'm blowing my nose. Okay, now that we've solved the puzzle, we can get back to business. Little Mao, how about you? What are you two going to do? To be honest, we're not quite sure how to explain it. The water and soil in Chenyu Val are kinda out of whack, and we need to cure them for everything in Chenyu Val to get better. I get it. Miss Paimon is trying to say that we need to restore nature? Hey, that's right. You're really amazing, Little Mao. You got it right away. Restoring nature, you say? Did someone talk to you about that? That's right. A friend who's always taken care of me, told me. She wants to restore nature too. If we restore nature, everything will get better. So I want to help too. She also told me about you two. Oh, so you've seen her too? Huh? You mean my friend? Of course! Silly Miss Paimon, how could we be friends if we'd never seen her? Fair point. That makes things easier. Actually, we want to... Paimon remembers we need to find the jade treasures in the water, and then do some rain jade right. But even though we've come upstream, we still haven't found any clues. Ah, I know. Come with me. I'll show you where to look. What? Is it really that easy? Little Mao, your friend wants to restore nature, right? Yeah, she's told me a lot, such as stories from before... Is it Xiao? Xiaoyang Village became Xiaoyang Village. How the tea trees came to be, and more. She said that things will get worse and worse in Chenyu Val if the natural order isn't restored. Oh, looks like we're on the same page then. Little Mao, you just said you knew where we could find leads, right? Yeah, I don't know if it'll help, but when you mentioned jade treasures and rain jade and stuff, I just thought of it. Come with me. Let's go. Okay, what's funny is that I have no idea how this quest started. And it's not because I don't remember, it's because my sister started it, and then she kind of did it halfway. And now I'm just like, what is going on? What is going on?
People ought not be so frightened of ghosts. They are merely talking shadows.
Can you jump down from there?
The moon has wings.
Out of all the places to drop, she dropped right on a rock. Oh damn, I had a lot of these. Oh well. Okay, let's revive her really quick. I don't have anything else? Okay. Use the pancakes. We all love pancakes. Hi Ray, welcome in. I hate that swimming takes up so much stamina. There's a cavern behind this waterfall. Try not to get soaked. You might catch a cold. Frogga! Hello! Thank you for resubbing. Welcome in. Try entering the waterfall. Well, that's easy. Just walk in, right? No? Stream baby month? Stream baby month? Oh wait, do I... There we go. T. Oh, okay, got it. Oh, 9th month, got it. Give me those crystal flies! Yes. Ooh. Scratch marks. What huge claw marks and paw prints. Like some huge wild beast. Wow. Yeah, huge, right? I hope you had a nice weekend. I did. Thank you very much.
I suppose this will do.
I love tuning into your Elden Ring stream. That was nice. It's weird because, like, I don't like playing Souls-like games, but I enjoy watching people play it. This is it. It's the clue I wanted to show you before, right here. What on Teyvat is that? It's so covered in moss that Paimon can't make heads or tails of it. Eh? There wasn't any moss the last time I came here. Jan! Ryu! Hello! No need to worry, little Mao. It's so humid here that it's no wonder there's moss growing everywhere. There must be a way to clear it away. The moss came loose. Well, that was easy. Oh. Look, traveler, look! It's a scene of ancient people attending a festival and performing a ritual. Pretty different from the festivals we had today, huh? Although the grown-ups in the city and the village all say that the Lord of Geo was the first to arrive in Chen Yuval, I've heard that the people in the picture actually got here even earlier than he did. I was like, why girl streaming so early? Then I looked at the time and was like, oh shit, where's my brain at? Well, yeah, I had the day off today because the weather is really bad. And I think it probably hit your place really bad too. We're basically snowed in. People back then used to throw bits of magic jade into the river, and they'd float along until they sank to the bottom. They saw it as a way to guarantee good weather, prevent the river from flooding, and ensure that the soil would be fertile. I legit thought it was Sunday for a second, till I remembered how you got snowed in. Yeah. Yep, I was also told, hey, don't come to work today. It is absolutely insane. Like, I woke up this morning around 10:30, 11. I looked outside. I could not see a thing. So I hope whoever is on the road stays safe. Wow, you're so knowledgeable. Was your friend also the one who told you these stories? These legends are fascinating. Yep, and everyone will be really blessed and live happily ever after, and all that. But I much prefer hearing her stories about ancient wars and battles. She told me that the warriors back then were all giants who were over 10 feet tall. The warriors of Chen Yuval were covered in tattoos, and they had these massive jade axes that could chop a person in half in the blink of an eye. And the Millelith, led by none other than the Lord of Geo himself, were even tougher. They clad themselves in suits of armor that weighed over 1,000 pounds and fought with 100-pound spears. Apparently everyone was at the war back then, so much so that the Bishui River turned crimson red. Later on, the mountains to the south became full of ghosts from that era. Even now, those who wander through the mountains might still be able to catch their singing on the wind. Ah! Yikes, scary stuff. Cover your ears, Mini Pie. Mini Pie? I don't think these stories are meant for kids. Yeah, it sounds terrifying. Mountain's right. You shouldn't dwell on this stuff all the time. There's no way grown-ups would tell us these stories. They always say we're too young to hear them, that they'll turn us rotten and stuff like that. But I'm old enough already. Hearing a story is not going to turn me into a monster. Besides, there aren't many adults still around who know these stories anyway. If my friend hadn't told me, I wouldn't even have known the stories about this picture. Okay, fine. Guess we'll move on. So the grown-ups were right to say that those ancient people threw the jade into the river from somewhere high up. But where exactly? And where did all the jade float off to? Well, it must have sunk to the bottom, right? It's not that simple. If it was thrown in somewhere upriver, and even if it sank to the bottom, it would still be pushed downriver by the current, let alone after so many years. Besides, I've never heard talk of any ancient ritual jade being found upriver. Chenyuval is a small place after all. If there had been such rumors, everyone would already know about them. You know so much. You're future scholar material for sure. But what if I don't want to be a scholar? They don't earn much mora, and it sounds like no fun. Then become a traveler, just like us. What could be more fun than adventuring around the world? Seeing as we know now the site of the Rain Jade right, what should we do next? Let's observe how the river flows. If we want to see how the river flows, maybe it would be a good idea to try the tall watchtower over at Yilong Wharf? You're a clever one. Of course. I want to take another look around. Let me know when you're ready. That's cool. What did that do? Hey, buddy. I don't want to kill it. But I do want that stone. Oh. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. No! Okay. I'll push you down here. You got it. You got it. Ah, seriously? Okay. I have to get my traveler. Hold on. Oh, I put her on Animo! I don't have anyone that... oh, maybe Amber. I'll get Amber. Where is she? Where is she?
Outrider Amber, reporting.
4.
Hey!
I hate it here. Alright. Are you kidding me? Alright, 3rd time's a charm.
Hey, get him!
Apparently not. All that for a common chest.
Hey, go, Baron Bunny!
I gotta switch back to Colombina before I forget. Oh, Miss Moon.
Allow me to lend you some.
Thank you. Shall we go? Yup. That was easy. Look! From up here you can clearly see how the water moves faster through these narrows, then slows down again as the river widens out. The jade must have stopped there. What should find... Fucking English! We should find what we're looking for there. Wow, you're such a real whiz kid. Paimon's been wondering though. What's that massive thing in the distance? That huge thing is the Jade Mouth, a legendary jade ring that an Adeptus threw into the water. Oh, but the river curves around there, so the current should actually speed up. But the river gradually gets wider there. Yeah, so the rapid flow around the bend must have resulted in things being deposited along the convex bank, where it widens. So there is actually a good chance that the jade is at the bottom of the river, somewhere around Jade Mouth. Of course, that's assuming that the course of the river hasn't been artificially altered. Not to mention, there's a fisherman's legend that goes something like, "Jade shall rise from sunken mouth," or something like that. Anyway, let's go over and take a look around first. Compared to Little Mao, Paimon feels like she's completely out of her depth. It's because my friend is amazing. She knows everything there is to know about the mountains, and she's taught me loads too. That's how I've learned so much. Sorry, Paimon, you just need better friends. You're unfit for duty, Mini Pie. As the young lady, I am most disappointed. Traveler, has the rarefied mountain air or miasma gone to your head or something? Or does the adeptal energy you used have side effects? You're behaving pretty strangely. Whatever the case, let's go down and get on a bamboo raft. Oh yeah, Jade Mouth, here we come! Wahoo! Are you kidding me? Bosu! Someone coming aboard? Wait, is that Little Mao? Come, come, I'll take you. Alright, Boatman, take us to the Jade Mouth. Alright, Jade Mouth it is. The other two, you're tourists? Well, if you're here for sightseeing, there's not many... Hey, I did not have auto play on. Mr. Boatman, are there any stories about the Jade... What? Knowing you and how much you love your stories, kiddo, you must have heard them all by now. Jeez Louise. Tell me more, tell me more! Alright then, well I've heard it mentioned that the Jade Mouth was left behind by Rex Lapis when he marched through here to save the people of Chen Yuval. Legend has it that to prevent a naval advance from downstream the local Adepti. You're making it up as we go again, Gramps. There's no way that Li Wei's navy came up this river. I've heard that the Jade Mouth was formed by a piece of jade left behind by a giant carp. In those days, a baddie god, tried to redirect the river to drown the Millilith station on both of the banks in Chen Yuval. But a giant white snake and a giant carp who were hers... He's doing it again. She threw the jade she wore here. The jades pinned the river down, and ever since, we've had no more floods, and everyone can live peaceful lives on both sides of the river. Hey, Wasa! You might understand a lot, kiddo, but you haven't seen much. Take a closer look. There aren't any crops by the river. See, after it was pinned down by the jades, it's true that the river hasn't flooded, but that's also meant it hasn't been able to provide irrigation for crops. So what... Guys, I'm trying to lore here. You know what? You know what? It's not even worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Here's around the rock and see. I get like 2 seconds. Go to the Jade Mouth. Oh, that's cool. Well, here's the Jade Mouth, but how are we gonna find all that jade underwater? So that's how it is. The spring's cries ripple through the vales, the shrines depart from northeast shores. The heights and shallows in the southwest hide, sun and earth from each other divide, the eternal whirlpool that never turns, the beautiful jade concealed within. It didn't rhyme. What's that little mouse singing about? It sounds pretty complicated. It's one of our local folk songs. I heard an old granny singing it as she was gathering herbs. It means, if you look out from the center of the river to the banks on either side, you'll see 2 stone shrines hidden to the northeast and the southwest. These shrines keep the mighty whirlpool in the center suppressed. Paimon understood the last bit. So the jade is all hidden beneath the whirlpool? Yep. Sounds like we're going treasure hunting. Hooray! But the area between the northeast and southwest is so huge. After all, in a broad sense, the northeast and southwest of Jademouth can include pretty much the whole world? You're always thinking outside the box, Miss Paimon, but there's no need to worry. I already have an idea where the shrines will be because, well, my friend told me. Come on, let's roll. Hold up for a second. Does anyone else think a giant maelstrom suddenly appearing here might not be too great? Oh yeah, won't that mean that boats will no longer be able to sail in and out of Yilong Wharf? Oh, don't worry about that. My friend told me that once we've done what we need to beneath the whirlpool. Hold on. My friend told me that once we've done what we need to beneath, the whirlpool will disappear completely. Otherwise, how would all the old boatmen carrying on make a living? Wow, so it's not just a smart whirlpool, but a considerate one to boot. Let's get going then. Adepti come in all shapes and sizes. They could be as tall as the clouds or small enough to hide. I'm not even gonna bother. Investigate the stone shrines. Hello? Why can't I go over there? Any?
Freeze! Dodge this! Close your eyes. Beware the creatures of the night. Observe.
That was Dawn, break forth!
Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this! Be silent.
Oh!
Observe. Night falls.
Another time.
Wave on a moonlit night for all.
Oh, that's what it looks like.
Blaze! Purge!
Don't get frostbite.
Ha! Ah!
Give me my chest.
How fortunate.
Ooh, I got a weapon from that. That's cool. A viewpoint. Nice. You got a fish. That's cool.
Cool it.
Something is glowing in between the pearls. It's all the way up there? Hold on. Just want to take a look. Ooh, that's cool. Nice.
Fascinating. What's the hurry?
Dawn, break forth!
This moment will be frozen in time. Ha! Ha! Freeze! Ha! Ha! Cool it! Ha!
I suppose this will do.
Okay. Nope. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. I forgot how some of these puzzles work. There should be another one, no? Something up top? My good man. Huh? No notes. I'm just gonna look this up. I'm just gonna look it up. I don't care. So I have to bring it through the cauldrons? Okay. Looking up a guide. Cheater! I don't care! I literally don't care. Okay. I was like, ain't no way. Like, why would you only give me one? T.
We'll need more where that came from.
What pearls? Like, that giant one? Oh. Huh, we we haven't seen the whirlpool from the song yet. What should we do next? How about giving that adeptal energy of yours a try? Try using your adeptal energies? What? Go back beneath the jade. Oh, sorry. What? What adeptal energy? Oh, there we go. And we're just gonna fall in. Oh, okay. The little speck of Columbina. Jump into the whirlpool. Hold on. I want to do like a cannonball. Wow! Oh! Okay. Adeptus Fujin. Fujin?
Did they run from home too?
Ooh. Are you kidding me?
Dawn, break forth!
A new moon rises.
Dodge this! Don't get frostbite.
Be silent.
Observe. Goodness, how the world has changed. Might I ask, when did the custom of placing treasure chests in every nook and cranny come into fashion?
Hi, Hotch. Welcome in. Oh. She's so pretty.
Oh.
Ooh. Traveler in Paimon, we meet again. And who might this be? Huh? You haven't met him before? This is Little Mao. He has helped us so much along the way. No, we haven't met before, but you must be a good child, Little Mao. Hello, and yes, that's me. Miss, are you an Adeptus? You are, aren't you? This is Adeptus Fujin. Thanks for all the help you've given Traveler in Paimon, Little Mao. It's really the legendary Fujin in the flesh. I can't believe this. I've heard so many stories about you. And now that I know you're not some kind of big slippery carp, but a lady instead. Like a big sister. Big carp? Honestly, what kind of stories have you been listening to, Little Mao? One is indeed an Adeptus, and as such, can take forms as one pleases. This particular form seemed like the most approachable one for conversing with humans. From what you just said, you have a very unique scent, little Mao. Have you met someone in the mountains before? Someone with golden eyes and a fair complexion, perhaps? Not exactly, Big Sis Fujin. You're not talking about one of your other friends, are you? My friend from the mountains, she doesn't sparkle like you do, but she's also really cool. She's helped me tons and taught me loads. So it was her after all. So your friend wasn't Adeptus Fujin after all? But Big Sis Fujin's my friend now too, isn't she? Of course, little Mao. I am delighted to have made friends with you. Way to go, little Mao. But I've met more. Whoop whoop. Go me, I win. What is she? Huh? What? Don't worry about her. Anyway, does that mean Little Mouse's friend is also an Adeptus? As for whether Little Mouse's friend counts as an Adeptus or not, I'm not quite sure myself. After all, Adeptus is merely a title, and it's hard to say whether people are even, Adepti are even people. The word Adeptus is just like any other word, such as hero, villain, or idiot. No one is born an Adeptus, and no one shall remain an Adeptus forever. That's true. So, you've met that friend of Little Mouse that we were talking about, right? Indeed. But it's been a long, long time since I last saw her. So now I suspect that I don't know her half as well as Little Mao does. I'm not even sure if I still count her as a friend. According to what Little Mao said, his friend wants to restore nature too. I would imagine so. Anyway, I must ask you all to please take this piece of votive rain jade. I had originally hoped it might remain here, the same as it ever was, but I never expected it to grow quite so large. I used to love it so. This rain jade that you just mentioned, did it rain down or make it rain or something? Of course not. After the great changes in our geology, the ancestors of the people of Chen Yuval lost their ability to communicate with the heavens, and lost the guidance of emissaries whose beauty was pure as moonlight. Henceforth, they began to take jade, which flowed as gently as the light of the moon, and cast it into the river. As they did this, they would pray for good omens, for fertile land, for clement weather, and for their riverbanks to hold strong. Over time, these rituals grew in power, until one day... Big Sis Fujin? What happened next? One day, the long war to become the gods who would reign over this world began. Afterward, this tradition lost all of its meaning. But though it was forgotten, its name is still passed down over the generations. To cut a long story short, this piece of votive rain jade before us was the very last one ever to be thrown. Just as the part above the surface, when commanded by an adeptal art, can be made large enough to stop a flood, its core, too, has been swollen by uncontrolled adeptal energy. Much of its power has dissipated into the surrounding area through the spirit veins. This power may have also affected the nearby flora and fauna, attracting and even making aberrations of them. You must be careful. What? As far as I can tell, the adeptal energy that has dissipated nearby should be sufficient to reawaken the hibernating votive rain jade. If this is the case, we're one step closer to achieving our goal of nursing the water and soil back to health. How should I say this? Traveler and Paimon, thank you both. You're doing an amazing thing by choosing to help me, you know. And little Mao, will you help me out too? Will you help out your big sis? Of course. I want to restore nature too. Is that so? Well, that's good. You're very smart, little Mao. You'll understand everything later. Alright, then let us go our separate ways for now. Once you've retrieved the adeptal energy-filled motif rain jade, we'll meet again by a deep pool shrouded in cloud and mist to the south. The south? Got it. She's disappeared. She's gone and disappeared again. Well, let's just do what Big Sis Fujin said and restore this voting rain jade's power. Speaking of which, what's it got to do with voting? See, you're not that much brighter than Paimon. Huh. It's votive. Oh, right. It's so complicated. Though since you mentioned it, what does votive even mean? And why is it called rain jade again? Exactly. What does it mean? Just follow that instructions. Okay. Look for the objective in this area. You got it.
Be silent. The night cometh.
Oh. Okay. Just threw me in a circle. Okay.
Flames, purge!
Oh, so sorry. Be silent.
Night falls. Feels.
Fascinating.
Dang. I'm literally on 1 HP! Whoa, Flins. Whoa. You know what I don't understand? Why can't I use the amount to use?
Lay waste to the wicked!
Dodge this!
Observe.
Whoa! Ah!
Burn no more.
Cool it! This moment will be frozen in time. Ah!
Oh, there he is.
What's the hurry? Dodge this!
Oh yeah, I should probably revive him. Where's all my... There it is. There's two of them. There's three of them. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cool.
I suppose this will do.
Okay.
At the ready.
There we go. It's moving. Gotta change before I go back into combat. Let's go with Barbara.
I'll take care of it.
Seems like the jade's starting to move. That's right, but according to the story... Hold on. But according to the story, the riverbed should have lots of other votive rain jades. Why does Big Sis Fujin only want this one? Look, it's shining! Almost as if it's resonating with the adeptal energy on you, traveler. Why don't we try using that power? Don't worry, I got this. See, everything under control. It's shrinking. Oh, that's so cool. It suddenly became small. Yeah, Paimon didn't think it just changed size like that. Guess that's a millennia-old treasure for you. It's just like you said, little Mao. They could be as tall as the clouds or small enough to hide amidst pool and leaf. Yeah, that looks like the votive rain jade in our hands now. You're so reliable, traveler. Hey, Paimon worked hard too. Miss Paimon's amazing. So you're going to take us to that deep pool shrouded in cloud and mist to the south now, right? Cloud and mist. I think Chen Yuval really does have places like that. But where? Tell us, little guide, and Paimon will take you there. Do you remember the place Mountain mentioned? The spot where we met? That place is super foggy, and I know of a secret cavern that leads there. Even the other locals don't know about it. It was my friend who showed me the way. And since you're my friend too, Paimon, I'll tell you all about it. You've got an amazing friend, little Mao. Of course. Well, you're both pretty impressive too. Well, any friend of yours is a friend of ours too. In fact, Paimon hopes we'll meet her on the way. Shall we go? Paimon's gonna take you all to the place you mentioned. Take us away. Alrighty then, let's go. If we missed anything, oh well. Yeah, that's another thing completed. That's cool. I wonder who Mao's friend is. There's gotta be someone we know. Why did little Mao disappear while we weren't looking? Did he run up ahead of us? Mao, look out behind you! Ah. Wait, your friend, you say? That's right. I told you before that I had a lot of friends, didn't I? Well, I just happened to meet her, so I got a hold of her to introduce to you. Well, hello? I'm Traveler, and this is Paimon. She's afraid of strangers. I usually call her Bluey, because I don't really know her name. Oh, don't you worry about that. Traveler and Paimon are great people. They've been accompanying me on my adventures. They're real experts in mountains and forests, too. I know. I've seen. Answer me this one thing. Where did you gain the power to suppress nature? Suppress nature? What do you mean? Plants pursue the sunlight and fertile soil, creating fruit fit for the birds and beasts to consume. The digested seeds are scattered, and those which consume seed and fruit become bait for predators. Thus does everything return to the land. The snake hidden in the branches, the fish in the mountains, and the beasts of the forest. Traveling in the realm of nature is wonderful. So why have you come? Mizutsune. Oh, come on, Bluey. You don't have to be so fierce. You raised 2 questions. Our goal is to nurse the soil and water in Chen Yuval. And the adeptal energy we use comes from Adeptus Fujin. Exactly. Something's off about Chen Yuval's natural conditions. So Adeptus Fujin's enlisted our help. If we don't, well, The tea leaves in Xiaoying village are gonna turn out worse and worse, and the village itself might decline. That's why she wanted us to perform the Rain Jade rite, which will restore the area. The Rain Jade rite. I see. You have answered 2 of my questions. You may ask me 2 also. Huh? Why do we have to do that? Give and take. It is only natural. You have 1 more question. Ah, god damn it, Paimon! She pulled a Patrick. Wait! That one counted! Oh, whatever. You ask, Traveler. Little Mouse said that you want to restore nature. Do you know Adeptus Fujin? Yes, I do know Fujin. Basically, Adeptus Fujin has asked us to nurse the soil and water in Chenyu Val, so that the tea leaves in Xiaoying village will recover their original flavor. The new tea leaves taste better, more like before. More like, whoa! And just like that, she's gone. Don't worry about it, Paimon. She's like that. Sometimes, when I'm not looking, she'll just vanish into the shadow of the trees. Then at others, the sun might dazzle me, or the birds might call overhead, and there she is. In any case, guess we're all friends now. Nice. Yeah, your friend's pretty strange, little Mao. Is she? Well, for all you know, you're the only ones who might seem strange to others. I mean, not only can you use adeptal energy to make the moss disappear, but you can make the golden stone things appear and vanish, and even turn into a carp and fly around, like in the stories. You've got a point. That said, Paimon couldn't have imagined that the friend you always spoke of was, well, monster seems a bit rude. The thing might be pretty offensive. That's right, your friend's so blue, no wonder you call her Bluey. That's why I've never told anyone. If the adults knew that we were friends, they might lock me up. Wait, really? You'd go to actual prison? No, not like that. They just wouldn't let me go out. Make me wash my face and force me to read my books. I wouldn't get to play in the mountains anymore. And that's why I've never told anyone. But you're my friends, so it's fine. Anyway, come with me. There's an awesome place I'd love to show you. Okay, before we go any further, I gotta turn on my lights. And close my blinds. Alright.
Go, Barbara, go!
I forgot I don't have Columbina. Take care of the nearby miasma.
Freeze! Don't get frostbite.
Flames, purge!
Where? Whoa!
Cool it. Oh, so sorry.
Where is it?
quite the find. What's the hurry?
Pick up. Yeah, let's just casually pick up a giant stone thing. Put it in our ass. Oh, this place really is foggy.
What's the hurry?
Well, what is that?
Freeze! Dodge this!
Ah! Ah! This is what I get for being nosy.
Freeze!
Lay waste to the wicked!
Did I even get them?
Close your eyes. Be silent. Night falls.
Okay.
Cool it!
No. Okay.
Dodge this!
It would be so nice to walk across water. Oh, I guess I have an entire thing that I haven't unlocked.
Catch the wind.
I'm getting distracted. Where am I supposed to go? Okay. Oh yeah. Into the cave. Stop. You're awesome, traveler. You pushed the moss back just like that. Like you did with that smoky cloud. Still, that wasn't there yesterday. Is this what they call nature? Don't worry about it. Moss or hilly trails, just leave them all as a traveler. Little Mao, what's this picture about? Originally, I didn't know either, but I figured it out today after hearing Big Sis Fujin's story. It must be the stuff that happened before the mural on Mount Lingmeng was made. See this? Long, long ago, people were able to talk to the gods and adepti in the skies by talking to that big piece of jade in the middle. The emissary of the gods would lead them and protect them. See? That's gotta be the shiny golden person standing in the middle. I bet that was a super amazing person. But later, just like Big Sis Fujin said, something changed, and the people of Chenyuval lost their guiding emissary, and they couldn't talk to the heavens any longer. That's how the Rain Jade Rite came about. Huh, your story does make sense. Thanks. What do you think, traveler? You're a pretty bright spark. Come to think of it, our ancestors were pretty amazing themselves, huh? The jades they left to us still have the power to restore nature. For something this old to still be so strong, the past must have been a sweller time than the present. That's right, the world's been constantly in decline. That's not true. The world marches onward, leaving the accumulated detritus in the past in its wake. That's a really cool thought. I never thought about it that way. Paimon thinks you're the amazing one, little Mao. We've seen lots of ancient objects, puzzles, mysterious powers, and monsters in our time, but Paimon's never considered this stuff before. Oh, you know what? Not thinking about this stuff at all is pretty awesome too, really. I bet you'll just be like my big sister when you grow up, just having fun adventuring everywhere. Oh, you have a big sister? Well, we're not blood related, but she worked here in Chenyuval for a while. She'd go up mountains and run around the rivers, and I'd follow her. We discovered this little cave together. She said that this cave is my Rubicon. Not that I know what that means. I wonder where she's off adventuring nowadays. I can't wait to receive my next letter from her. Yeah, this big sis of yours seems like an interesting person. I know, right? Still, Big Sis Fujin needs our help, so let's continue on. Oh, there you all were. I was so worried. A golden carp! One was quite concerned that the swirling miasmas and fierce beasts that roam might have caused you ill, but one sees that it is not so, and that is good. Thanks to the adeptal energy you possess, traveler, one has been connected to the golden carp here, thus gaining the means to speak with you directly. I'll go on for like another half hour, and then I gotta go eat. Traveler, Paimon, little Mao, please come with me. Follow the golden carp. You got it, boss. Is that a boat nearby? Oh. Oh! Well, that's cool. Dude, seriously? Oh. Accidentally, predicted the future. That's kind of cool. Just up ahead. Okay. Much time has passed since I last emerged here. This was once a lively place, filled with the aroma of incense. Then, the three of us could travel freely across the mountains and rivers. Yes, those days were like flowing water 'neath the moon, dark, yet sparkling oh so brightly. But enough reminiscing. Thanks to you all, I am now able to return here and host the Rain Jade Rite. So, you're that person in the mural? Oh, I get it now. That person standing on the mountain, hugging that egg. That was you, wasn't it? An egg? Come now, little Mao, that was precious jade. Casting Rain Jade is a ritual of great power. The votive Rain Jade can calm rivers, improve the weather, but it can also be a thing of death and slaughter. Only the thinnest line separates curses and the adeptal energies that have aided you up till now. That is why I must make sure that the rite does not fall into the hands of those who would do ill. That's why... yes, that is correct. One was indeed the figure who hugged that egg in that mural. Big Sis Fujin, doesn't this make you pretty, ancient? Yes, it does. Still, I do like the name Big Sis. It does quite make me feel young. Well, being called Adeptus is pretty alright, too. Well, certainly. Though even if others title me as such, I am aware that I am hardly the equal of true Adepti like Mountain Shaper and the rest. I am, in truth, the weakest of my band of friends. I cannot make medicines to save others, nor can I bound across the mountains and plains. Even so, I could not simply lay the title down. It would have done the people of Chenyuval a disservice, I fear. Still, you may call me whatever you wish. After all, we have become friends, or so I would say. In any case, my days of being called an Adeptus are now co-signed to history, just like this place has been. Once the Rain Jade Rite was a day of great celebration, where we would commemorate the year of abundance, using laughter, firecracker battles, and beast dances to frighten the ill omens away. This must appear like naught but forgotten ruins to the modern mind. Well, not completely forgotten. That's right. People in Xiaoying village told us that it was the mighty Adeptus Fujin who defeated the demons and planted the first tea tree. Back on the bamboo raft, Grandpa Lu also mentioned that the offerings of tea were to a certain carp Adeptus. And wasn't there that opera sung at Yilong Wharf about the carp going around killing stuff? You were so awesome in those stories, Big Sis Fujin. Also, people still do the Wushu dance, you know? You said it yourself, the definition of an Adeptus is... Also, putting definitions aside, you're our friend, Fujin. You shouldn't be constantly fretting about the right and stuff. You should live happily, like we're companions on an adventure. That's right, we're on an adventure now. Right. Yes, you're right. Thank you. That was well said. Indeed. I was the one who asked you all for help. I wouldn't do it at all if I just continued wallowing in the past now, would I? Would it? Would I? Would I? In any case, I'll need your help to prepare for the rite itself. Have you encountered any sacred simulacra in your adventures? Those were ritual spirits often used by people in ancient times to protect their homes. There should be some nearby. Traveler, Paimon, Little Mao. Please help me put the simulacra in their proper places. That way, we can restore the spirit veins along the rain jade rite. Leave it to us. I will. I have faith in you. But we already did it, so there you go. The sacred simulacra are all ready. Thank you both. The votive rain jade has been returned to its priests, and the statues have come back to their rightful places. The rain jade rite is now ready to be performed. But will Chen Yuval really recover once you cast the rain jade in? That's right. Things will get better for us, Little Mao. Nature, jade, humans, all is divinely dictated. The changes in the land and water in Chen Yuval, the malicious fog in the spirit veins, they're all essentially a sign of the earth moving against the flow of time. Yeah, huh? So that miasma-like thing is a manifestation of environmental disorder? That's right. You can think of it like Chen Yuval's attempt to, how to put it? Return to nature. And what we intend to do here is to treat the land and soil and rid of this sickness. Return to nature. After all, before humans left their caves and mountains to dominate the world and regulate nature, and before Chen Yuval or Bishui River got those names, the land, mountains, and rivers had their own order. Even I sometimes miss the cool mountain streams and the great rivers that would ebb and flow with the seasons. I mean, I was once a mere fish that swam. But if we let nature seize control of its order once more, the people of Chen Yuval will suffer and languish. I hope you can understand. Yeah. In that case, spirit energies go! Ooh. Oh? Uh-oh. Huh? Did it work? That thing in the fog just now. It seems I'm too feeble in my current state. But we just got the votive rain jade and we placed the simulacra. But it still wasn't enough? I'm very sorry. It's not your fault. I need more power to overcome this trial. Just as the adeptal energy in the votive rain jade has dissipated into the spirit veins, so has my power also left me across the long years. Huh? Will you grow really big just like the jade? But probably not. First it's Mitsuzune, now it's Zenogre. Just think about it though. Super Adeptus Fujin, now 3 times the size. Well, is there any way we can restore your power? The golden carp. Traveler, you are wise indeed. Before you found a few golden carp, I could not even muster the strength to appear. Initially, I thought that we just needed to gather this ritual implements and that would make up for the deficiency in my power. I was not entirely open with you before, but neither the present nor past me was anywhere near a match for the Adepti of the South. I feared you would consider me weak and unworthy of your help. Gee, is that it? Paimon thought you'd have something more important to say. Huh? There's no way we'd abandon or not make friends with you just because of that. That you are, my friend, has nothing to do with your status as an Adeptus. My friend told me lots of stories about you. In my mind, even though we've just met, we're already friends. And I also want you to be happy, big sis. All right. Thank you, all of you. Well, that's more like it. So where should we start looking for these golden carp? I believe that you will have to go to Yaodi Valley. There will be a cavern there with a golden carp hidden within. Oh, man. Okay, I'll be right back. Hit? That was weird. Take care of the nearby miasma. Check the clues nearby. Oh, have I been here? Yes. Holy crap, I'm tired. Go west. Lingshu Courtyard? Wait, no, that's east. It's gotta be over here then. What are you doing? What are you doing? Get down. Not to touch the stone slate. Whoa. Sorry, I was blowing my nose. We're here, Big Sis Fujin. Have you been waiting for us here all this time? No. After leaving Carp's Rest, I can only appear in places in which my power remains. And only by the grace of your adeptal energy, traveler. Wait a minute. Didn't the gap in the middle of that mural originally have something that went with the golden carp mural in it? I'm not sure. In truth, this is my first time seeing this mural as well. Huh? I'm sure you've all heard of the battles that took place in the past. The Archon War? Yes, this cave was one of the shelters we built for the inhabitants of Chenyuval, such as the innocents caught in the crossfire. When the floods overturned the heavens and the earth split open could have a place of safety. I didn't expect that they'd draw a mural here, though. I believe the ones depicted to be me. I mean, the big slippery carp Little Mal mentioned, and a friend. Huh? If that's the case, why did the most important part get taken somewhere else? That's true. Why is that? Perhaps dissatisfaction. The three of us were once great friends, with two of us becoming worshipped as adepti, and one of us was always the mountain's master. Later, Herblord and I defected together, and she most likely died too. Or perhaps the one amongst us who fought to the last never submitted, and only heard news of us afterward. Perhaps to her, we were all traitors, with the depictions of myself and Herblord becoming an object for her to vent her fury against. Is that really the case? The painting outside looks like... Who knows? In any case, that's all in the past. So please, lend me your strength in nursing Chenyuval back to health. I can feel that there's another golden carp lingering where I used to... near Mount Xuanlian, I believe? There's another? If we get that one, I should have enough strength to perform the ritual. Speaking of that, I must apologize for being unable to control the golden carp even with you nearby. I know they might have given you some trouble, swimming through the air like that. It's fine. I just think of them like silly. But really, where is the golden carp that should be here? Well, inside the painting. Just use your adeptal energy to awaken it. Alright. There it goes. Oh, thank goodness. Where?
Let's dance. Hey,
Ways to the wicked!
Oh.
Freeze! Ah!
Should replace my hammer.
I should replace my hammer. That's funny.
Close your eyes.
The hunter becomes the hunted.
Goodness.
God damn it. Barbara. Floating stone platform. I'll take care of this puzzle later. There, okay. Oh, that's not a thingy? Oh, man. Eh. Oh, okay, great. There's a pavilion here on this mountain. It's rather Adepti style. Paimon wonders where we'll find that golden carp. This place is kind of huge. Maybe we can do what we did last time. You know, Traveler, the bit where you used adeptal energy on the mural, and the carp turned out to be hiding inside? Look, Traveler, there's 4 stone carp statues here. Do you think there might be 4 giant carps hiding inside? That does make sense. You're pretty smart, little Mao. Traveler, is the adeptal energy reacting in... Oh, Traveler, is the adeptal energy reacting in any way? Not at all. But there seems to be something missing inside. That might be where the critical clue lies. Traveler, over there. It looks like there's an orb inside one of those carp statues. Didn't we find some statues of carps and large pearl on our way down the mountain? Maybe those are actually used for something. Worth a try? Let's give it a go. Aw, man. Dag me a bit. What is that? Oh. Here we go. I feel like I already did this already. Wait. Okay.
I suppose this will do.
Oh, I guess I didn't.
We'll need more where that came from.
They're so cute. Sometimes I hate like fighting the hilly turtles.
Cool it! This moment will be frozen in time.
We'll need more where that came from.
I have to go all the way up there again. Wow, I didn't realize, but I'm actually getting kind of hungry. Okay, I will definitely be ending stream soon. How much time do I have left? 10 minutes, right? 2 minutes! There we go. My apologies for the poor hospitality. It has been a long time since I last enjoyed tea with others. Hopefully my brewing skills have not deteriorated too much over time. I have some experience in appreciating tea. It was also thanks to this that I was able to tell that this year's tea offering smelled off. That's how I discovered the trouble with the soil and water quality. Didn't think the offering rites would be so useful. I suppose now I can tell those who fail to appreciate the value of tea about its value with confidence. Come, traveler, have some tea. Not sure why, but it reminds me of Madame Ping's. Yeah, there was that time in Leeway Harbor when we fixed Madame Ping's teapot for her. If you think about it, we seem to have quite a connection with tea. Madame Ping? Ah, I think I know of whom you speak. We were acquainted back in the day along with her friends. As Little Mouse said, I was once just a giant carp, unable to leave fresh water for too long, nor live in salty waters. As such, they sent me one of these teapots. That was how my friends would have been able to take me, inside my teapot, of course, to Guili Plains in Liyue Harbor, to meet those lovely people they spoke of. Unfortunately, such a time never quite came. Traveler, Paimon, you've been to Liyue Harbor. Could you tell me more about the city? I'd like to hear about it too. I've never been. Well, Paimon would like to start from Wan Min Restaurant. How would I handle the explanations this time? Sure, but don't you dare skip over any of the eating bits. Port city built nestled against the mountains. Interrupt you, she knows that she'd like to hear your Liyue story. You understand and begin again. When we arrived in Liyue Harbor, Paimon and I were just in time for the rite of descension. The childs and adeptus before you listen to your words, and Paimon's incessant interjections, leaning forward as you speak, exclaiming in shock and relaxing as the tension in the tale rises and falls. They also added their own commentary and questions about Liyue, such as the food and flavors available at restaurants, the toys the old lady sells, the gems and jewelry of Feiyun Slope and such. As you watch Fujin, Little Mao, and Paimon be so moved by the tale. Along this journey, we met many friends and experienced so many things. It was all worth it. I can only hope that in the end it will all be worth it. Yeah, it was all worth it. Wow, a sea monster, huh? Amazing! Liyue Harbor is not what I imagined. Do you find it disappointing? Well, no, just different. Being different doesn't make it bad. I like the Liyue Harbor you described. It's good to hear that after all this time, our dear Herblord. Oh, it's not Herblord, it's Herblord. Why couldn't they just... Okay, never mind. Was able to find a home there. I think that's simply wonderful. I was like, Herblord? That's a weird name. What about you, Little Mao? Oh, that's a nice background. Could you tell me about you and your friend? I'm curious to know what she's like. Sure. I mean, Paimon and Traveler have met her already, so it wouldn't be fair if I didn't tell you. So this is how we met. Super scary, beasties, then they were gone. She was like Jade, but there was dignity to her. I finally found you. I've been looking for you for so long. She lowered her head and said, made no noise. Sorry, I'm like rushing through the story because I'm hungry and I want to eat. But I also want to finish this bit. A lot of questions. She told me lots of stories. She made 2 friends, a fish and a snake. But later, the snake was cut into pieces, and the fish sank into the sea, and then only Bluey was left. Thank you, Little Mao. Also, don't tell anyone about my friend, alright? Of course, we won't. Paimon will. You seemed quite familiar with this friend of Little Mao's, Fujin. Indeed, but that was all in my past life. Many, many years have passed since I could no longer move freely. I suspect that I might not recognize her any longer, though from Little Mao's words, she might not have changed too much. But past life? Perhaps that is not the most accurate way to phrase it. I did not utterly perish, but I did lose my original form, and my strength and wisdom dissipated along the spirit veins. This is also why I invited you and Traveler to Carp's Rest. If we were not there, I would not even have a form to show you, or a voice with which to speak to you. It is thanks to you that I have been able to slowly regain my previous strength, coming here and once more seeing these scenes with my own eyes, meeting old friends of the past, and more importantly, making new friends. I'm very glad. How did you die? My memories of that have grown foggy. The Herb Lord and I were both servants of another god, and it was that I organized the Rain Jade Rite, administering the rivers and mountains for our Lord. As for the other, she was, as she is, a beast, wild and free. In those peaceful days, I also climbed waterfalls to Mount Outsong and Mount Hulao, and there I met with the Adepti, whose powers and wisdom far eclipsed mine. Of course, that was all before the war. Our Lord was not a heinous being by any means. Once upon a time, she made many dreams come true. If there was any evil, it was the Archon War itself. What happened next needs no further explanation on my part, I'm sure. You talked about how you and Herblord defected. That's right. That might have been the bravest thing we've ever done. Our Lord has all but gone mad seeking the position of a god who may rule this world, or perhaps seeking survival. Either way, she lacked the power to overcome Morax. So in a final desperate gamble, she caused the Bishui River to flood, hoping to destroy everything downstream. Of course, she knew that would mean for Chenyu Valley and its people. Whoa, but Paimon thinks that's something you should never ever do, period. Perhaps that's just what war does to people. Either way, that was our final adventure as a trio of friends. Lingwan attacked people with her familiars, herding them to the shelter we had prepared. Herblord fought against our mistress, while I climbed Mount Lingmeng and hurled the votive Rain Jade into the rising waters. Of course, that wasn't a proper Rain Jade rite. It was simply the release of the adeptal energy stored within the Jade Pendant to have the earth open its maw and swallow the rivers, and allow the Jade Mouth to grow and stabilize the flow. What happened next? Didn't Little Mao tell you how it all ended? Yeah. That's right. Wait, really? When? Alright, that's enough about the past. We should get back to performing the rite itself. True, but what about the golden carp? Isn't that what we're looking for? In truth, you've already found it. As with the previous one, that's how I was able to appear before you. It's just that I missed the scenery here a bit too much, so I couldn't help but have a long chat with you all. After all, your sense of time and mine are not the same. You won't tarry long once your objectives are complete, will you? As such, I apologize. Please forgive my capriciousness. Anyway, let me get this chest. Alright, people. I'm sick of this. Plus my throat's hurting from all the talking. Let's get these achievements. Discover the secret of the Jade Mouth. Retrieve the final votive Rain Jade. Anything else? All the way down here. Chenyu's Splendor. For Sealy. That's it? Okay. Alright. That's it. Oh wait, hold on. Oh yeah! Now I can restart this. Alright. Definitely Sino. I should probably go do that. What did I get? A recipe. Tianshu meat. Yeah. Use. Let's... Liyue Harbor. Oh, another anecdote with Shan. Let me collect my rewards first.
Ad Astra Abyss. Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today.
Where is she? With everyone. Oh, with everyone?
See? I knew at once that you were someone of unimpeachable character. No wonder you raised a heroine as virtuous as Ms. Shenhe.
I wonder if she actually has voice acting, though. Because in the last anecdote, she didn't have it.
Were it not for her intervention, those tour group fraudsters would have cut and run with the money my child paid them.
I'd been planning to register my old man. You know, to give him the holiday he's never managed to enjoy all these years. To think it was all a scam.
Exactly. And you know that pamphlet? Apparently it's all fake. The so-called sweets are just some hastily built huts. And forget food. There was never even any lard to cook with.
What? To shamelessly exploit the filial spirit of our youth for their vile and base ends. One shall show them no mercy.
Calm down, ma'am. The group's boss has already turned himself into the Millilith. He was all black and blue when he returned me my money.
If he hadn't constantly implored us to beg the white-haired heroine who works at one mean restaurant for mercy, we wouldn't even have known it was Miss Shenhe who secretly aided us. That's why we're here to thank you in person.
Oh, did Shenhe already discover the truth and... noble deeds are not done for fame. You are all too kind to come forth in this manner.
Wow, virtue really does run in the family. You truly have taught her well.
Shenhe is quiet and one of few words, but she has her own way of conducting herself. As for me, Chatterbox, my place is to have faith in her and support her, and influence her decisions a little as possible. It was she who signed me up with that senior whatever it was called tour group at first, only to arrange for me to travel abroad herself afterward instead. Now I see that she had her own plans in mind. And that as well. As the youth come into their own, elders such as elders such as myself should let go more and let them soar and learn to enjoy life ourselves.
Travel abroad? My, Miss Shenhe really is a model of filial piety.
I wonder if I'll ever be lucky enough to travel like that. How much would that even cost?
I'd love to take my dad out to see the world, too.
If you don't mind, could you give us some advice, Miss Shenyun? Surely we can't go wrong with a selection from someone of your unique tastes.
On stat. Ah, you flatter me. I'm no expert, so what I give cannot be considered guidance. That said, you should be interested. Oh, should you be interested, I do have a number of experiences and pictures of scenery from my travels, of which I could share a few.
Wow, that sure is a crowd, huh? Oh, there's Shenhe! Hey, Shenhe!
Hello.
We were just listening in. Seems like everyone's here to thank you for busting a fraudulent tour group, huh?
It does sound like it.
Yeah. Hey, wait, then why are they all gathered around her to thank you?
Master skill in conversation is second to none. It is only natural that she attracts attention. In any case, even had I not cancelled her registration, she would have taken action upon discovering their tricks once she participated in the tour. That's why everyone has gathered around her, and I think she deserves the respect regardless.
Wait, so the reason you were so insistent on canceling the registration back then was because you knew something was up? Ha! That's the disciple of an adeptus for ya! Perceptive and thorough.
Oh, no, not at all. When I sought their boss out to refund my deposit, he rejected my request, drunkenly spilling the beans in the process. Upon seeing that he wouldn't cooperate, I was forced to use my fists instead.
Oh, so that's what happened. Well, he had it coming anyway. What goes around comes around. Still, all's well that ends well, right? The bad guy gets his just desserts. Everyone recouped their losses, and Xianyun had fun.
Speaking of endings, Master's journey seems to have been a pleasant one. Thank you. She bought my fellow disciples and I many local specialties, with a variety of flavors. I had the pleasure of getting a taste of Mondstadt as a result.
Whoa! She brought back nothing but food? What did she get? If you can't finish it all, Paimon will be happy to help.
Windwheel asters, Cecilias, Kella lilies. Hold on. All of which taste better than Xingxin. Would you like any, Paimon?
What? Raw? Paimon's gonna pass on that. Is your stomach okay?
Yes. Are they inedible? I thought they were like Xingxin.
Well, most people wouldn't even eat Qingxin raw. We usually cook
Qingxin.
plants before eating them.
I see. In that case, I'll take them over to One Min Restaurant later and have Chef Mao study them. And once that research is done, we can enjoy them together. Yes, let's do that. But before that, I have something I wish to tell you. Your return to Lei Harbor has made Master very happy, and has been a pleasant surprise for me as well. For that, I thank you. Thanks for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. See you again soon? Are you in that much of a hurry to say goodbye? I heard that the focus of the phrase is on seeing each other once more. Our customers always smile and say that to each other after they finish eating. What I mean to say is, I am very much looking forward to seeing you again at the soonest opportunity. That's absolutely right. I look forward to seeing you again soon, Shenhe. Yay! I think that was a new anecdote. I don't remember getting that. Anyways. I go eat. Let's see. Last notes. I would say that my next stream will be on Friday. It says I have Wilds planned, but we shall see. Okay, bye! I gotta go eat.